Monday of 2022. I'm actually speaking to you on the 14th of January. I've been a little under the weather this past week, but nothing bad. Doctor says I'm doing fine. I've had a cough, and that's what's been interfering with my broadcasting. I can't go on for a mass or a long talk or a video and end up coughing a lot. So, but I'm quite improved now. But on Friday the 7th is when I began to have this cough, and then I had some work, nevertheless, here in my office that day. In fact, I had, along with the tapings that I had to do early in the morning, I had an interview with one of the legislators responsible for the Mississippi Gestational Age Act, which the Supreme Court is reviewing, and that interview went very well. In fact, excuse me one second, let me just grab this. And oh yes, I had a phone call with a key Christian media leader who is looking at some of our programming to be able to incorporate, and you'll hear more of that as it works out, to incorporate into their networks. I had a radio interview in the morning as well. I had a planning meeting for Defending Life together with Janet and Father David Begany, who is one of our friends of Priests for Life that helps us with the Defending Life programs. He's on with Janet as a guest host. And so all of that took place on Friday, as I was also just taking some extra time to rest, to feel better, and basically on my emails had to work on some other things in regard to the Texas Heartbeat Act, and also preparation for upcoming leaders' meetings. So that was Friday. Saturday and Sunday I devoted to just resting and getting better, although I did have to do, again, various email work in relationship to upcoming events, talks, broadcasts, and leaders' meetings. I also did some undecorating from the Christmas season, because Sunday was of course, the culmination of the Christmas season, the feast of the baptism of the Lord. But a lot of extra resting so that I can be really energized and geared up for the March for Life, of course, that's coming up. And a lot of my activities over these 3 days, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, were also geared towards getting ready, together with my whole team who's working hard on the schedule for those March for Life days, getting ready the events, the final details of the schedule, the final details of the talks, of the National Prayer Service, of the Silent No More gathering, and of all the things that our ministry will do, both in the media and also with the other groups that'll be there both in Washington, but also we have a leading role in the Walk for Life West Coast the next day. I'll be back in a separate video with updates about the subsequent days after January 9th. But thanks for listening to these daily diaries, and we'll